Hear that, Waltz? I graduated college.
I graduated college, Waltz. Yeah. I'm dancing because I'm so happy.
I have officially graduated from the Art Institute of Atlanta. I am done with college. I've moved on to the next step of my life, which is sitting behind a camera all by myself, recording this, editing it, and making new logo designs here and there. Cool. So now that I turned the fan off, now you can actually hear me a lot better, which is good. I got my ceiling fan to stop making the rocking noise. I shifted the light a little bit to where it wouldn't fall off. It looks like a part of it was hitting the fan and making it make a knocking noise, which is very annoying. But I was able to fix that, so I have actual air in here. So you'll see my face very brightened up from previous episodes, because before I couldn't have a fan on because of the knocking noise from the ceiling fan, and then I couldn't have that big fan on because then it would be very loud and it makes the audio sound terrible. So I try to keep as many noises. Walter, don't chew on the power supply. That's Walter here that he got all over the desk. There's a question that I have been asked several times, and I wanted to make an entire video about it, just in depth of my reasoning of why the heck I upgrade my iPhone every single year with my own money. Let's go ahead and get started. Henry, you're telling me, for those who don't know, who are hearing this for the first time, you're telling me you buy a brand new iPhone with your own money every single year. Yep, I sure do. So let me just start off with what my first iPhone was and how I got here. My first iPhone I ever got was the iPhone 5. My parents kept getting nagged on by family members, oh please, for the love of God, buy Henry an iPhone. He won't stop shutting up about iPhones. Then eventually my parents sat down and decided, we have to buy Henry an iPhone because we're never going to hear the last of this otherwise. So they bought me an iPhone 5. I got it on Christmas Day, and I was opening up, setting it up. My parents walk over, all teary eyes, like, finally, we won't hear this anymore. But they wanted a clarification. So they asked, Henry, now that you have the newest iPhone, are you going to stop talking about iPhones? I looked at the new phone, looked back at my parents, looked back at my phone, shrugged. Nope. And I never stopped talking about iPhones since. Before, I was very camera shy and didn't want to make any videos relating technology. So that's why I started a YouTube channel like way back in the day. And then it wasn't until December 2016 that I actually made my first actual tech review video, because I was camera shy. And I didn't know that I should have shot videos with my iPhone. Which is kind of one of the reasons why I upgrade every year, was the camera and video quality. So something that I do with every one of my videos is I shoot on an iPhone, and now I have a GoPro. But before, all my videos were shot on iPhone. I did get a digital camera that I used for a while that shot 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is pretty impressive for a point-and-shoot camera. The downside of it is it just stopped working. When I'm in the middle of recording, it'll just stop. It'll just stop recording at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Doesn't matter what SD card I use, doesn't matter if I reformat it, doesn't matter if it's plugged in, doesn't matter if there's a mic connected to it. At exactly 3 minutes and 35 seconds, it always stops. I've reset to factory settings, does exactly the same thing. And Walter cannot attest to that because he wasn't around yet when I had this camera. Yeah, I couldn't shoot videos with anything other than my iPhone. So anything that was a really low quality was either shot on my laptop or shot on just anything I had around the house, such as a very, very old Galaxy S6, which I actually still have. I still have my Galaxy S6. This is something that was given to me by one of my friends when I was still at the Art Institute. They were upgrading to a Google Pixel and were getting rid of this, and I was like, I'll take it. It does have a cracked screen, but that's all that's wrong with it. And I use this to record 1080p video when I didn't have a point-and-shoot camera. Eventually I did get a point-and-shoot camera, had that for a while, and then that stopped working. Started shooting with my iPhone. Quality went from 1080p at 60 to 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, as long as I used the back camera, which I would use my iPhone 10 when I had it, and then I had my iPhone XS Max. Really the big reason why, in a non-YouTube standpoint of why I upgraded my phone every year, was for two big reasons. And this applies to myself. The first is I fixed everyone's iPhones. So ever since I got the iPhone 5, I have been able to troubleshoot issues with iPhones. I got to know how the software worked. I got to know how to fix a certain setting if it gets accidentally turned on, like voiceover. I just knew how to take care of those situations. So family members would keep coming to me during family parties and go, hey, my iPhone's doing this, or oh, hey, like the new iPhone does this, can mine do that? Any questions, they would come to me. And then I got Apple certified this year through Apple, so I'm actually an Apple certified technician. No, I will not tell you how to fix stuff because then I would lose my license and I don't want that. I fix people's phones, and the best way to know how to fix a phone with software and hardware is to actually use them. So if there's a phone that I've never used before, I have no idea how to fix it. Being able to pick up any iPhone and know exactly how to troubleshoot it and know how to use it is crucial in retail, and especially as a technician like myself. So I am very, very speedy when it comes to, okay, I have this issue, need it resolved. Because if I can't get it resolved in a certain amount of time, I know that it's not possible. And then the third reason, the final reason, is simple. Well, not really simple, is staying up to date. So when a new iPhone comes out, yes, I get overly excited. I start screaming, I start running, everything's haywire. No one likes to be around me during Apple events because I've been told that I scream really loudly out of joy, and it can, what's the phrase? Make ears bleed. Because I get overly excited when it comes to Apple products and Apple keynotes. I get very, very, very excited about it, and I just go crazy. I go crazy. And with staying up to date, when a new iPhone comes out, I like having the latest and greatest phone. Not as a flex, but as a standpoint of experience. When you have a job, or want to get a job, they will ask you what types of, for a technician, they'll ask you what devices you've repaired before, or know how to troubleshoot. If you say you can only fix 3 out of 12 phones, you're probably not going to have the biggest chance, but still have your foot in the door. If you can say, hey, I've touched, know how to fix, and actually fix all of those devices, that is going to put both feet in the door. That's not going to put one foot in where it's like, I kind of know how to fix these, but nope, you know how to fix all of them. Put 2 feet in the door, please. Staying up to date, I do have the latest and greatest. That's awesome. That is kind of a flex, but the flex is not the reason why I like to upgrade. The reason why I like to upgrade is the actual experience of not only having it, but being able to repair these guys. It's a different experience for someone who just wants to upgrade every year just so they can flex and go, hey, I have the newest iPhone, I'm pretty cool. And people who are actually working on these things and want to help people with it. What I can tell you is this: you don't have to upgrade every year. You can if you want to. You will love the new iPhone. It will be the fastest iPhone you've ever had. And you will definitely like the experience of being able to have all those phones. And you'll definitely feel inspired by the amount of content that you can make, such as the videos I've made and videos other YouTubers have made that are really good content with just using an iPhone and other Apple stuff. Now, it's not a guarantee that you will make videos like these, and if they're better than mine, let me know in the comments how you've made yours better. Now, I'm curious to know what type of content you can create by using just an iPhone as your camera. But at the same time, just alerting you, you don't have to. But these new iPhones, the iPhone 11 Pro, which I have a first impressions and a camera test down in the description below, is a really good phone. But you know what's also a really good phone? This video. What? Please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Matane.